Hey guys, Jason here again. We are working on the Supra today. Once again, working on the side skirt. I thought I had this fixed last time in the last video that I made. I had it fitting up nicely. We fixed how the clip right here was fitting up, and I was just in the house over the last couple weeks minding my own business, not driving the car. I come down one day and somehow both clips became undone on their own. Don't know how that happened, so what we're gonna do is take the side skirt off again. I bought some brand new clips from Toyota. Let me actually go ahead and show you those. So here's everything right here. There's 4 different types. As for these 2 clips, it's just 2 different ones, which are these 2 here. And then these 2 parts are for what go here. I don't know if you remember in my last video, I said I was gonna try to replace these with what would be factory correct. So I bought a total of 4 of each clips, 2 for each side, and then I went ahead and bought another set of 4 just in case I ever need to replace them. So in total I bought 8 of each part because I do plan on painting the car again different color, and when I do that these clips might have to be replaced, I'm not sure, but in case they ever get discontinued or are sold out, I'll at least have a couple extras. So I'm gonna try and do this without jacking up the car this time. Jacking it up in this one car garage is just kind of a pain. It takes a long time, and I usually don't like to have it sitting like this, so I jack up both sides and put both sides on jack stands. But this time, I think I'm just gonna try and do it like this. I can't really fit my head under the car, but I think I can feel around and get to those screws under there. So let's get started. I'll update you guys in a second. Okay, update. We got the side skirt off. I was able to do it without jacking up the car. It was actually pretty easy. Jacking it up the first time I ever took it off was helpful though, but now that I know how to take it off, didn't really need to be done. So I've got it taken off and it's just sitting on a blanket over here. And let me show you guys what the inside of these side skirts look like, because it was really hard to find any information about it on the internet. So this is the brake vent area, and here's how the clips work. So it's got these little metal brackets here that are kind of riveted into the side skirt, and the white clip attaches to the metal bracket like that. So these white clips are replaceable. Now if this part ever broke, I don't really know what you would do. Also, side note, see this stamped or kind of like printed number here? That's how you know if the side skirts are genuine. Most of the replica ones that you see will not be black on the inside, they'll be white, and you'll never see this little printed number here. I just flipped it over so I could show you guys. Look how scraped up these things are on the bottom. Look at all that. You can't see it at all though when it's on the car. It looks more like this. But yeah, it looks like, I don't know if it was the previous owner hitting some speed bumps or what, but I might take this opportunity to clean off. There's a lot of dirt under here too. But this is definitely paint missing, so that sucks, but these are all gonna be repainted eventually, and maybe some hairline cracks up there. But these are genuine and they're real, so I'm not complaining. Okay, now for the holes in the body where the black clips go, here's what it looks like. So they're kind of these square rectangle holes. As you can see, it's a little scratched up from where the old one was removed. And what's really interesting about this in particular, let me turn the light on, there's some red paint under there. I don't know what is going on with that. So that kind of makes me, I don't know, a little weirded out, but this car is definitely not red. It's Alpine Silver. I mean, the stamped color code on the inside of the engine bay is 199, which is Alpine Silver. So I don't know if there's just red paint under there, or if something in this area was replaced with a red panel. Who knows? I know this wheel area was definitely in an accident, so that's really strange. I don't really like that, but I'm not going to worry about it right now. All right, so here's one of the other black clips, and I don't know what all this other rubber stuff is. There's a lot of weird stuff going on with this car, but I'm doing my best to restore it back to as good as I can. So we're going to take out both, well, this one's already taken out. We're going to take out this clip and replace it with a brand new one, and I'll show you guys all those new clips and part numbers. And then also on the side here inside the wheel well, this is where the clips hold it in on the inside here. Now I just have these generic white screw sockets in here, and I had screws going into them, but they should actually be these things, and then you push these black clips into them. I'll show you all that here in a second. So I'm gonna also take these out, and I'll show you guys what that part number is as well. And something else I just noticed, there is another one here. So there's the two there and then one here. The JDM side skirts do not use this one. So if you have a stock body Supra that just has the regular brake vent that goes here, you're actually gonna need 3 of these parts. So I just wanted to mention that just in case anyone watching this has a stock body Supra, not a JDM Aero Supra. Hope that helps. These are actually really difficult to get out. Finally got this one out. I went ahead and took this piece off and just kind of moved this down a little. And I was thinking I could push it from the back with my hand, but that was actually pretty difficult. So I squeezed some pliers into there, squeezed the back of it, and that allowed me to kind of compress both sides like that, and it popped out. Went ahead and cleaned this whole area up because it was pretty dirty. And then also I wanted to show you guys the holes on the side here. Okay, now my holes, for some reason, are huge. They're not supposed to be this big. Ignore how ugly it looks in here. Like I said, this side of the car was in an accident, but it's all stuff that I plan on getting repaired in the future. But anyways, what's supposed to go here is this clip right here. There's the part number. And it's these clear clips, or I guess, I don't know if you would call them sockets. Basically, they just push in right here. And then these ones right here would hold the side skirt or the brake vent, and it would clip into that white socket. And here's the part number for those. So unfortunately for me, these clips are just not gonna hold. That hole is way too big. So it's just not, it's not staying in there at all. So I can't use these. I'm gonna have to go back to using my little white screw sockets that I had until this can be properly repaired in the future. But everyone else, if you don't have any damage on this side of the car, this hole should be a little bit smaller, and you would just use this little thing right here. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is replace these 2 clips. I've already put a new one in here, and I'm gonna go ahead and put one in right here as well. Here's what it looks like. This one's brand new. And if you need the part number, there it is right there. One thing I noticed about these is that they actually have a little felt pad on the inside right there. I don't know what it does. I guess it just cushions it a little from the paint, but we can go ahead and put one in here. So if you see the hole, it's actually rectangle. That's not a perfect square. You want it to be like this, so it's kind of facing vertical like that. So it's gonna go straight in like this. There we go. Okay, now for these little guys on the inside of the side skirt, we are going to also replace those because I don't know if they're a little worn out or not. It looks like we'll be able to maybe squeeze them from the inside and pull them out that way. And if you need the part number for those, there it is right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to figure out how to get these off, and I'll update you guys here in a second. Okay, I got the white clips out. It wasn't too bad. So basically it sits in here like that, so you have to push in that side and push in that side, and it'll just pull right out. Here's what the things that hold the white clips look like, just so you guys know. Again, mostly making this video to help other people out because I really wanted this information, couldn't find it anywhere, so hope it helps you guys. So now I'm gonna go ahead and put these on. Should be pretty easy. They just pop right in. All right, everyone, we got the side skirt put back on and it's all finished. I thought I had it fitting up pretty good in the last video, but now it's fitting even better. It's really solid. It's definitely on there all the way. I guess before the clips were probably just a little worn out and just not pushed in fully. So I'm glad I replaced those. A little disappointed that I couldn't put in the factory clips there, but that will be fixed down the road, I'm sure, when we get this car repainted. When we get it repainted, I'm gonna have this whole kind of fender lip repaired. And under the spat here too, it's a little janky, so we'll get all that fixed. And yeah, it's gonna be looking pretty good then, but for now, I'm happy with it. What's really weird is that, I mean, I say the word gap, but really it's like, what gap? There's no gap here. It's non-existent. These two, the side skirt and the quarter here, are pretty much touching. If we go around to the other side of the car, there's a much bigger gap. I don't know how well it shows up on camera, but right here, I mean, there's like an 1/8 of an inch gap. It's actually not even all the way across. It's a little tighter here. So yeah, I'd say this is like a 1/8 of an inch, and this is maybe just a little bit more than a 1/16 of an inch. So I don't know which one is correct. If anyone here has a Supra and they have these side skirts, let me know. Does your gap look more like this one, or does it look like the one on the other side where it's a lot closer? I'd appreciate the help. But for now, I thank you guys so much for watching. And if you haven't already, consider hitting that subscribe button. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you. Also just want to show you guys these cool picture frames that we just hung up. My wife actually got me these for Christmas. Just different art prints of my favorite JDM cars. So we have a Integra Type R, NSX. We have 2 Supras, so there's a white one and a red one. And we have an RX-7 and a Celica GT4. So just wanted to throw that in there. Pretty cool.